gotta get my new chargers. Tablet. Because it's definitely an old school tablet right here, man. It's amazing where you can call this old school, this kind of charger. I remember the iPhone chargers that had the little teeth things that, but this is considered old school. My cousin gave me this this tablet to do artwork in, and I'm gonna hold it as long as I can keep this thing around. I cherish it. It was kind of a we were doing a project for I think it was a teddy bear, like an art project, and he was like, you know what, Wayne, I want to give you something to thank you for helping me with this, and that's what it was. It was years ago. All right, you get rocking and rolling. Get myself set up here. Just want to welcome everyone who is here. I know Dave is in the house because Dave contacted me earlier. He's in the house. All right, so this guy is done and ready to just kind of move to the side for a second here. I need to get me somebody else up here. Probably not as neatly put together. We'll get to this guy in a second. And let me see what my visuals look like, so I can see what's going on. Am I on? Yes, I am. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, normal stuff. Okay, fantastic, man. Good to hear that. Good to hear that. You know, they say that the guys don't like to go to the doctors and stuff, and I can see in general it is, but as we get older, man, we start getting very serious about that stuff. We start getting serious about it, and if we don't, we'll be made to get serious about it, checkups and stuff like that, you know. Okay. All right, so let's tune this down a little bit. And let me see if I can answer any questions, if there are any, before I begin, because I have to keep this focused and not kind of jump all over the place. So I'm gonna do my best to answer some questions that if anyone have about their cleaners. And I realized, look, man, the backpack chat, and if you guys are not a part of the backpack, you need to be. You can get, I got something yesterday. And I'm gonna let you know what it is. There's gonna be a section of the live where I kind of let you know that now it's time for the backpack chat, right? And I'm gonna share with you what I got from yesterday's chat, because there's always a seed that's being dropped from one of the fellas and the ladies that's in the chat. There's always a seed that's being planted, and if you're in it, you know, we may fuss about something. Maybe something's happening in the news, the politics, or whatever. We might have mentioned it here and there, but at the heart of this channel, it's let's get it done. Let's solve the problem. Let's fix what is about to be broken or what is broken. And whether it's our mental state, physical body, machines, I realize that it's a mission that is, you know what? If something is true here, it's true there, it's true there. If something is true, if this is the true approach, then it will be true here, true there, true there, true there, true there. You see what I'm saying? If it doesn't survive that litmus test, most likely it's just someone's opinion. It's just the way we feel at the moment. But if your approach is to put, let's say, put fire, zeal, faith, and love into everything you do, then that thing will work here, 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 and here. You see what I'm saying? Your approach at logic should shine here, 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 and here. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. So something yesterday was said in the chat, and it stuck with me, and it reminded me. And if you're a part of this, you will benefit from those benefits too. Okay, be part of the backpack. Really cool folks, and we're a small, tiny little knit group that, if it grows, fantastic. If not, I'll be honest with you, the people that are in the group now are fantastic. So it's a win-win. You know, if it stays where it is, fantastic. If it grows, fantastic. But you just hope that it grows with that same love and energy and charitable giveness of good advice and inspiration and love and encouragement and stuff like that. So anyway, all that being said, got that out the way, right? Let me allow me here to look in the community section here. Let me see if I have any comments that I haven't yet responded to. Okay. All right. David, you like the outro, right? Yeah, I don't know. You know, I have to find a way to do that. Maybe I can on this vertical setup. Maybe I can. But thanks, man. Yeah. That's cool, Dave. All right, let's see what I have here. Okay, yeah, I think I answered that. All right, well, I think I've answered what I need to answer. Let me see. Rolling pins, border. Yeah, that's it. I think I answered everything up to this point. Okay. So you know what happens? Sometimes people would comment on a video that already had comments that I've already answered. So sometimes I don't get to see them because it's like an add-on comment. And this is kind of giving me what came in fresh. So if you notice that you put a comment out there and I didn't answer it, just put it back up or somehow, if you get on one of our lives, just go for it. Okay. And just try it again. Okay. All right. So that's it. So let me get right into my deal. Don't forget, guys, we are having a drawing. Yeah, man. Thanks, Dave. You're right. The body is because you know what's funny? You know when we realize that we messed up when it comes to taking care of ourselves, when we feel the pain, when we go to our knees, you know, that's when we realize that we should have done something, and that's sometimes it's too late. Just like a father or someone in pursuit of success, let's say, right? There's nothing wrong with the in pursuit part of success, right? But it is if it sacrifices your family and your health. So the biggest mission then is to find the balance. It doesn't mean you sacrifice family for your success for your family and all this stuff. I don't think there's a need to do those things, unless, of course, something is very toxic and you really got to stop. But the balance is the key. But a lot of the times we don't realize that that we've been neglecting something until the pain hits. So and we're all subject to that. You know what I mean? No, I think nobody can escape that reality. And just some people learn the lesson sooner than others. Some people didn't even need to learn the lesson. They learned from dad. Dad said, hey, this is how you go. And they say, okay, Dad, I'm going to follow the program, you know. And they're good at following the program, you know. Let me get this done. But some of us, man, you need to get knocked in the head a couple of times before you kind of catch on. And that's just life, you know. That's just life, man. You're not being singled out. Like, why do I have to suffer? What did I do? Like, nah, that's not you did, man. That's life. All right, let me wipe this down a little bit before I kind of get too deep into it. You know what? Where's my favorite gloves here, man? My favorite set of gloves before I get my hands all over these machines. Next time, Dave, I'm gonna have my gloves ready before I even start. I normally do, but I moved the box and I forgot where I moved it to. Fine. Come on. I really like those gloves. Where'd I put it? Well, I need a set of gloves, so I'm gonna use these for now. If you see me doing this, right, just know that I'm not gonna stop looking. Also, let me use my scrubs here. I got these little things. This way I don't have to keep using spray stuff. I know a lot of auto shops have a version of this. Body shop I used to work at, I think it used to turn upside down, if I'm not mistaken. And then we used to just pull it out. And we had this pink goo. I don't know what it's called, but when your hands are greasy, we'll get this goop. And I forgot the name and everything. I mean, I was 14 years old when I was working at that place. But I remember that, man. I remember the work ethic those guys had at that body shop. It was a serious work ethic. When it was time to work, it was serious business, man. Serious business. Guys weren't perfect. Some of them drank too much, did a little bit too much of the stuff. But one thing I realized that these guys were really good guys, man. They were just hardworking, regular guys. I was the only black guy in the shop. It was a family business, and my cousin gave it to me in the Bronx. He gave me his job. I think he did it, and then he was like, he had another job, and he said, "Hey, Wayne, you want a job?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I went over to those guys, and they took me in, man, and worked with me. And shoot, I was making. If I tell you how much I was making per hour, people complain today. I was 14 years old. I was making like $2.75 an hour, and the way he sold it to me, I think it was $2.75. The way he sold it to me was, well, you don't have to pay taxes, so I don't have to pay you that much. Something like that. I was like, now I'm looking back. I said, man, I had no clue how to negotiate. Now I know. I said, no clue how to negotiate, but I was just like, fine. I got my few bucks a week. I bought some clothes and stuff. That was it. And I gave my mom some money. She was like, well, you're working, so you're gonna have to learn responsibilities. And she didn't need the money, but she taught me that you don't just spend all your money. You gotta be responsible. So I think I gave her like $5 a week, just so she could teach me about that. All right. And I think some of the other kids were getting allowances, and she taught me, hey, listen, there's no free stuff out here. Okay, let's see what the deal is with this bad boy here, okay? Let's see what the real deal is with this guy. All right, just wiped it down just a little bit. Because I don't know, I just have this weird thing about working on machines that's too dirty. I got to kind of wipe it down a little bit even before I find out. It may be broken and I can't fix it, but I still want to clean it. This thing needs a new cord. Yeah, so far that's what I've figured out. I think the machine itself is fine. I think I've turned it on already, but I'm looking at this and if you have one of these Clean Maxes, I sell them, right? The Clean Max. But if you have one of them, I recommend, I think I've said this already. I definitely recommend changing this hold on, let me bring this down. I don't know if you can see it, the camera. I'm a little bit behind. Let me see if I can see this here. Can I see it? Let me see something. Give me a second. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking at the feedback from the video, and I want to make it okay. I'll just keep going for now. I think the camera can at least see this right here. See this? I would recommend that you put some kind of rubber reinforcement here in this section. I think they sell stuff like that at, hey, you know what you can do? You know what you can do? Let me see something. This is not big enough, but this is what I have. This is what I just thought about. This is what you can do with this. Okay, what I was thinking about was something small, a smaller version of this. They sell at Lowe's, where you can just wrap it, put it like right here. Okay, you know, so you would have to, I guess you would have to remove, well, no, that thing has a split, I think, down the middle. But I'm going to install a new cord, and if I can remember, let me get my gloves off here. You see, like something like this, you can heat shrink wrap this thing. If I have a longer version, I'll run the cord through this, okay, and put it up here. On okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Let me get a cord. Let's replace this cord. How's that? All right. We're gonna change the belt. We're gonna replace the cord, clean the brush, all that good stuff. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Same bad time, same bad channel. Just come right back. Let's go get a coffee or something. Let me get the cord. What cord do I want to use? I think I'm gonna use do I have a yellow cord? Yes, I do. I have a yellow cord. All right. All right. Let me show you what I'm gonna do here. What else do I need? What else do I need? I think I have everything I need. All right. Let's do this. Let's change this cord in this machine here real quick. Actually, you know what? Let me zip this up because I don't want it flapping around and getting dust all over myself. It's like sorry guys actually why you fix vacuums and you have on slacks and shirts. It's like, look, man, this is how I present myself. This is me. This is who I am today. All right, here we go. Let's take this off. And in a good Dave fashion, I do have I have something for you, Dave. I have something for you. And I'm gonna put it up inside of the, I'm gonna put it up in the let me see if I have this right. I'm gonna put it up. Let me give you the first one. It's not quite a trivia, but it's a good one. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here's one for you, Dave. I think you'll appreciate this. And if the other guys can join in, we'll do this. Let me type this in the chat real quick. And hold on, let me see if I can get it. I might be able to get it like this. Give me a second, guys. Let me type it in, and let me see if you can guess this one, all right? And then I'm gonna get to this chord. This is the trivia. The trivia from our little drawing. Person get a couple of extra points for answering the trivia. If you happen to be the only person that's in the chat at the moment, then and you answer it, then you get the point. Hey, right? So whoever's not here, man, you know, hey, right? Here it is. Let me see. Put it in the chat. Sorry for the delay here, but I do want to put this up in here, and I want to get it. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. I'm trying to work with two screens. Boom. All right, I know Dave says that the doctor right now, he might not be able to see this, but I'm going to put it up. This is worth a few points, and towards the drawing, I'm going to put it up. Boom, I'm going to put it to the top of the chat. First person does it, I'll pin it. First person answer, you get the points for the drawing. Boom, here it is. Okay, now let's go. Like having some fun with that. All right, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do with this. First, let's get this off. So, like I said, the idea is this section right here. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can see this. Paper towels. Okay, let's get these paper towels out the way, out the scene, out the shot. Okay, and I got my tape measure. Okay, I got this, I got this, I got this. I got some stuff I'm working on. I got some this, I got this. All right, I'm good. All right, my table looks neat. I think Dave would be proud of me. Having a nice, neat looking table here. I'm working on it, man. Here we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if it works. Okay, I'm gonna run it now. What ideally you want something that's round like this. Okay, but I'll use this. And what I'm gonna do is it's almost like putting the cord inside of a holder like this, and then you're gonna put it here to prevent this, because I see this happen a lot. All right, so if you have one of these units, this is a way that I think you can prevent this from happening. Okay, and especially if you use it for work, you don't want people using stuff like this, accidentally grabbing it or whatever, and these things get exposed. Okay, so all right, let's do that. So we're gonna remove this. Sometimes there's a screw inside the bottom, and sometimes they don't have it. Let me see if this one has it. This one has a screw. Okay, let's take this out. Especially if they work on it a lot, some people will just leave the screw out because they find that it's easy for them to just open this like this with the little two clips in the back, and then the whole thing comes right off. I'm gonna now turn it to this side. Okay. See that? So all of this is gonna have to get cleaned out properly. I believe this is for this section over here. All right, so I'm gonna move this to the side. Let me spray it a little bit. And I'll just let it sit. And when I come back, I'll just properly clean this. Okay. Now, this here, I think a vacuum is best to handle this. So I have a shark that I use. I have a Kirby dusting brush. Okay, so let me get this shark. All right, and let's clean that off a little bit before I go any further with this. Where's my shark? Where are you guys? Where are you, shark? All right. If Kirby guys see me using a shark with a Kirby dusting brush, those cats would be really angry at me. It's like sacrilege. Can't believe you're using a shark with a Kirby brush. What's wrong with you? Sacrilege. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's stick this in here. Turn on my little... And let's clean this off a little. I'm going to move this out the way. I don't want to lose this. It's a little spongy thing that they put. I'm kind of wondering why is this even there? Oh, I think it's probably for the that's where the it's amazing how much dust can accumulate inside the motor compartment of these vacuums. hard. You want to be tough like that, man. You want to be like that, buddy? You know what? Because it's like that, I think I'm gonna do it by hand first. Let me, because you can kind of take your time with it if it's trying to be like that, and then you can go back with your screwdriver and just take it up the rest of the way. Because if you stay with that drill, man, you can literally eat that and really cause a problem for yourself. If you just stay persistent, trying to get it out with that screw. Now you can also change the drill bit, and sometimes it needs a thicker, Let me just put this over here. All right. The reason I'm trying to take this up is because they say full. I just want to get the motor out the way. I'm just gonna check on the fan. I already turned it on already, so I know that it runs. Okay. Where's my gloves? I'm gonna keep at it until I find my damn gloves, man. Where are my gloves at? Come on. Why are you playing with me for? We're supposed to be friends. You and I, glove. And if we're supposed to be friends, you're not supposed to hide from me. You're not supposed to hide from me. I don't like using the big ones because they don't have as much. They're not as nimble. Okay, there's only 2 places I would have put this. I'm gonna check those 2 places real quick. Go get a coffee. The guy's like, I already got one. You sent me to get one last time. Fine. Get a muffin. Get a muffin or something. While I step away. Give me a sec. Ah, come on. Where are you? It's a whole box. The whole box can't disappear. Oh my God. All right, fine. The whole box of gloves can't disappear, man. This is ridiculous. All right, fine. Fine. Ah, Dave, you got it, bro. Oh, dude. Ah, man, that's awesome, Dave. What the hell? Oh my gosh, all right. Well, then, all right. All right, Dave. I love that one, but I'm glad that I gotta get better at this then, dude. I gotta get better at this, Dave. Because if you're catching them like that quick. All right. If you're that fast, let's see how fast you are with this one. Let me put the rules up for the drawing again so guys can have it. Let me see if I I'm trying to look through my computer here for the drawing. Come on, quick search. Come on, get my stuff. So what it is that I have the old computer had everything already, where I can just copy and paste. Now I gotta find it, and just know that you get points for. Let me see if I have it here. You get points for if you, but just really type in, if you have to be a subscriber, type in I'm in, really, to say, actually I can even add put I'm in with the backpack. Give you some more typing to do. But also you can answer trivia questions, you can donate to the channel, you can do super chats, you can be a member. All those things give you entry into the drawing for this here. And this is overall support what we're doing. We're trying to make sure that this channel is a net positive for the community. All right. So I have one more for Dave because I think he's sharp enough. The nurse gave you the answer. All right. This one is a fun one. This is a fun one. It's not really a trivia. It's just a kiddie joke one. Okay. So I'm gonna give you this one. All right. All right. So here we go. Let's clean this up. Let's clean this up. Let's clean this thing up. Let's change this cord. Okay. And let's rock and roll. And then we're gonna get into our backpack chat when the rest of the guys kind of get into the mix of things. Okay. So I'm gonna cut this loose. Clean this up a little bit. Obviously, you know, these things really don't interfere with the way the machine runs, you know, cleaning down the wires and all that stuff. You know, they don't. But you know, if by doing stuff like this though, you can find other things, right? That you probably didn't. Let's say there were like stuff crammed up inside here. Let me make sure I turn this properly, man. I think this is not turned right. Right? If it's not crammed up inside here, right? Like in the fan area, you know, if you don't do the extra work on some things, just make sure it wasn't plugged in. Then there's certain things you just wouldn't see because you didn't do a full service on something, or you didn't go all the way in. You know, you don't have to be perfect, but just try. You know, try to do the whole thing. You know, and sometimes when you do the whole thing, it's like my kids, man. They try this, and remember when I said if something is true, it's going to be true all the way. Look like someone went inside of this and left this out. Look at this. I'm gonna have to open this up. You see what I just said? It just happened. I mean, instantly. I just found it. But I was telling my kids when they're reading these tests, sometimes they try to do just they read like a summary or something. And I'm like, listen, I understand you just want to pass the test. I get it. But if you're at all interested in the topic, or if you're at all interested in the practice of proper study, then no, you don't want to just skim. You want to actually know the topic. So kind of go in a little bit more, you know, don't just do the hover, because sometimes on the test, they'll give you something that you only if you know the subject, you will know this answer. And if most of the class get that answer wrong, most likely most of the class didn't read the whole thing. They all followed the same formula. But I think a lot of those tests, and some people can attest to this, if you know the subject, you'll get that answer right. And it's probably just the answer that will give you an A instead of just a B, or, you know, something like that. Is that answer that will push you over the top, right? But sometimes that answer, you absolutely need that answer, you know? So the same thing with service, the same thing with your body, a recipe, you know, it's easy to do things halfway, you know, and then and if it becomes the way, now you're in trouble, because now you don't know how to properly study or properly do the service or whatever, you know, when the time comes. You can't pull it out. You don't have it in you, you know, because you develop bad habits. Anyway, that's me yapping away, man. If anyone knows my channel, they know to expect some of this. And there are people who don't watch my channel because they don't like this, but I'm not going to be fake. This is who I am. And so if you come here and you like me for me, you'll get this. Okay. Let me find another screwdriver. I need something slim. I need a slim Jim. I need something slim. I know I have one. I have a skinny Phillip for this back part here. It's very thin. Okay, let me try this. This one is made kind of in a way. Let me see something here. I don't know why I'm doing it lying down. I normally do it like this. Oh, God, come on. You're doing this to yourself. Come on, Wayne. You're doing this to yourself. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. You ever caught yourself doing that where you're doing things the hard way and you're like, why am I doing it this? The hell am I doing it this hard for? It's not supposed to be this hard. Okay. And see. This needs a big one. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see what we got. Obviously, not everyone's going to have this. These are not popular machines for the everyday person. So if you're watching this, most likely you're either just interested in the content or you really do have one of these. Man, look at this fan. Look at this fan, huh? What do you think? Let's see if I can turn this thing. Pants are all dirty. You know what? I think I should change this fan. I think I should change the fan. The fan is not broken, but it doesn't look good either. It look like, you know what it looks like? You see how these are right here? I don't know if you can see them. Let me bring this a little closer. You see how the hair is coming out right here? Okay, the fan is cracking right there, where the hair got caught. That means it's in a slit. It's right. There's a crack here. Eventually, it's going to go all the way around. All of them's going to get it. Eventually, this fan's going to crack. Now, if I leave it, this is the drawback. What some shops would do, which is a good thing to do, which is a more profitable thing to do, is say, listen, I'm working on a machine. I just noticed that the fan is needs changing. If you like, we can change the fan for you before it becomes a worse problem, right? It's good sales pitch. But which is the truth. You're not lying to them. But they told me to do whatever is necessary to get this machine up and running. So I am going to change this because it is one of the things that's necessary. I had to make sure that I myself agree that this is necessary and that I'm not just adding something just to add to the ticket. Okay. So as I look at this, I realize that, yes, you know what? This is definitely going to, I'm already seeing it chipping away. Okay. See that? And it's going to break. And what I also wouldn't want is for them to have it at my shop, and then the moment they get it back, they use it for 2 or 3 times, and it, and I would regret that. That would really upset me. That, Wayne, oh my God, why didn't you? Now you got a bigger problem than before. So, when we have businesses like these, people do have to balance those two approaches, okay? So again, if I wasn't given the carte blanche to do whatever it takes to fix this machine, I would have made the phone call and let them know that, hey, I found something. Do you want me to proceed or do you want me to leave it, right? But to not go in, I wouldn't have seen this, okay? And as a result, then that would have happened. Okay. And the funny thing about it is not every single job you need to go in. If someone brought it in for a belt, not every job you're going to need. You change the belt, you move on. But if it's in for full service and I don't find it, then I'm the one that dropped the ball on that one. Okay. All right. Now that I took all the time and gave you that. Let's see if we can solve this problem here real quick. And I'm gonna need something. If I can't find it, I'm gonna have to improvise. Okay, if you're hanging here with me, folks, I appreciate you. Okay, I appreciate you. Let me see. One of these things. I'm only using this because I can't find my. This right now, and I don't want. I hate having to keep telling you to wait, and I'll be right back. But that's the best thing to take this off. Oh. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh. Wait. I gotta do what I gotta do, guys. Gotta get it done. Oh man, let's see if this one has everything I need. I'm gonna bring all my little tool things back to the front there. Maybe I'll have what I need. Hold on. One more. One more. Bring these guys up front. You know what? I'm gonna bring my entire chest. I think the next time you see my video, I'm gonna have my chest up front. I'll probably have it on the wall or something, so I can just turn around and grab what I need. I normally do my repairs in the back, but I prefer to use this setting for the show. And as a result, I always have to go to the back to get all the stuff I need for my for the work. Ugh. All right, let's see what I got. This better be it, man. I'll be upset if it's not it. This better be it. God, it's not it. This is too big. It is too big, but it might just work. I gotta be careful and not to overdo it. Let me see something. It might just work. It feels like it's too big, but it might work. It might serve our purpose, folks. Let's see what we have here. I don't want to go to the car and get anything. I'm always back and forth working, and as a result, a lot of my tools are either in my car, or I have it someplace else in the back of the shop, back and forth. So, just bear with me. I'm trying to do a good thing here. And if you get a little benefit from me doing this, then fantastic to you, right? Just bear with me though, as because really what you're doing is taking a peek into the shop with me. All right. So here we go. Let's try this. I don't want to strip that, so I'll have to be very careful. All my wrenches are. I don't think I have a wrench here, like a ratchet. Is it call that? I don't have a ratchet here. Come on, buddy. You're holding up everybody. Damn it. By trying not to go to the car to go look for my bag of, I have a bag of tools with all my stuff. I may just have to do that, man. It's pissing me off. Okay, fine. Maybe not. Let's just do it this way. Now, if I'm not mistaken, one of these machines, to loosen it, you go to the right. The other ones, to loosen it, you go to the left. And let's see. Let's see if I got this. God, this thing looks like it's rusty. To do it like this and it's rusty, oh my God, come on, Wayne. Okay, let's see if this is the other way. Oh, it's not as good as do it like this either. You have these in your way. Coño. Come on, buddy. Get this. All right, let me see. Let me spray it a little bit. Where's guitar jams when you need them, huh? Brian! Oh my gosh, all this time you've been here. I haven't even looked up at the screen to see you. How you doing? You've been here the whole time watching me. Okay, so Brian, do me a favor. All right, I'm glad you're here, right? I'm gonna go to my car, okay? keep it rocking and rolling while I come back. I gotta go get my stuff, man, because I left myself totally wide open, and I'm unprepared. Okay, give me a second. Oh, yeah. Well, guess what? We're going to turn lemon into lemonade, folks. Because, all right, I'm going to go to the back one more time. I'm going to turn lemon into lemonade. Can't believe this, man. All my stuff is left. I must have taken my bag home. Part of getting older, some things we remember, some things we forget. You're putting things down, forgetting where I put them. Listen, I struggle with this every day, okay? And I make it work. I struggle with this every day and I make it work, man. Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me see. This might have what I need, though. This might have what I need. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay. This may have what I need. All right. This may have what I need. Okay, folks. Golly, boy, I tell you. All right, this may have what I need. Let me revisit him. Oh my gosh, man, are you serious? Is that me? Hey, Sam. Is there an emergency there? What's going on? Yeah. No. I'm in the. Let me. Okay, I'll call back later. All right. No, this is too big for this one. I'm looking for one of these, a smaller version. I have the really big guys. I just need a small one to help me with this so I can use the drill. All right. After this, I'm just going to move on and just skip this part, and I'll do it later. And let's change the cord, because right now this is just, it's not helping me. So let's just put this here. Okay. I don't have the proper wrench to take this off. The tools are, having the proper tool. This is a great lesson, right? Isn't it a great lesson? Having the proper tools is necessary to do the job you need to do. Oh my gosh. Wait. Let's see if this is it too. Okay. This can work also. Do I have my little wrench? Come on, buddy. Come on. I need to give me a bly today. I need a win. What's the deal? Can I get one? No, I can't get one. I didn't deserve one. No, I didn't prepare for the show. That's what I get. All right. Okay. All right, I'm done. I'm just determined, man. Like, golly. I just gotta. Okay. So now what's next? Now I need the adapter. This one is too big. I need the adapter. Oh my gosh, man! I'm making strides, but I'm not going anywhere. All right then. I guess I'm gonna call it, and I'll call it, and then I'll just change the cord. All right. Thanks for holding it together, guys. Here we go. Okay, so for those who just came for the, I'm going to change the cord. And after I change the cord, I'm going to bring up a topic that we were talking about yesterday. But I'll stay focused on the cord for now. You can watch me make all my errors as I go through this. And say, and if all this channel did was show you that, well, man, if he can do it, I can do it. I mean, look at him. Look at all the mistakes he made. If he can do it, I can do it. If that's all it did for you, man, it was worth it. Okay, let me see. I'm just separating all my little things here. These guys are good. If you notice, they just have this here. This is probably would have been for a light or something. All right, or probably going back to it. I think they used to have like a circuit board right here, where these three little screws. Some of these units will come with a little board right there. So, but if you notice that they just put this to the side, I'm probably just going to tie this up too. This is like two. I don't like how it's all out like this. What else do I have? The next one. Let's take this. So what I'm going to do, okay, let's take all this off. This is the old cord. We're going to get this out of here. The new one now, we're going to do that thing we spoke about, which is we're going to take the, this is the old cord. Okay, so we got a brand new cord. So what we're going to do, right, we're going to take the, this. See, now if it can fit in this, it would be great, but I think it's just too close to it. So you need one bigger. This might not be perfect, but I think this will do the trick, okay? Hold on. Come on, open up a little bit here. Here we go. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this up here, all the way up. This is gonna be that buffer because the cord got messed up. The reason why I really wanted to change it is at some point, where is it at? Right here. Okay, at this section of the cord, this is the cord holder. Where are you, my cord holder? This, for those who missed it, in the back of this is a cord holder where you wrap the cord around. And when it's like this, it seemed to be cutting away at this, okay? And every time you move this like this is what happens. And every time I see these machines come in here, it's always like that. So I'm thinking to myself, well, if you replace the cord, it's best to put a buffer, something that can at least take some of that damage and you can reduce that, okay? All right. So let me cut this because I'm gonna need to strip it and combine it with that. Okay. Let's get this guy stripped. Let me see, this is a 16, so I'm gonna go about 16. Okay. All right. And this is here, this is here. So we have all three, right? So we're gonna wrap around this fella right here, and we're gonna put that little brace that acts as an anchor. This should be good enough right about here. We don't need any more than that. Let me see. That's good. So we're gonna put this guy in here and kind of wrap it around. This is what this is for, is to prevent it from, and honestly, right here should be where it's at. You get that little circle, you put your screw in, and you can lock this guy in right there, okay? And just kind of push it down as far as you can. Okay, and then that flat circle, which I placed right here, okay, you would just put down here. I don't know if, can you guys see what I'm doing? You should be able to, right? Yeah, I think so. You can kind of see what I'm doing. And just place it in here, and you can, and this is the brace to hold it from being yanked out of the unit. Okay. I'm gonna pause a second to look at the chat, see what you guys are saying, if anybody have any questions. And and see if he answered that question. Did you answer that question, Dave? Said, nacho cheese. Nacho cheese. You got it. Oh man. Man, look, I better come hard. I gotta go deep for you guys, man, because I really gotta get some bangers that will have you scratching your head, okay? Because I think you guys are the sharpest. Or you're sharp enough to get help from somewhere. That's still sharp too. You know, it's funny how we get on that kid that goes to the other kid that has, he goes to the smarter kid in the class to get answers from that kid. And you get on that kid, but that's a very smart thing to do, to say, listen, this guy have the answers. I'm not saying cheating, whatever. Let me network with this kid and let me get him to help me out. Very, very good life skill right there. Okay. All right. So I have these in there. I'm just going to wrap them up and get them tied up and get that in. We change the cord. We're good to go. Everybody's happy. Okay. I think this is a bit too much for that. I prefer these. I do prefer these kind of setups here, for future service. But right now, I'm going to use these right now. Use these right now for what I have. Okay. Let's see. Yep. I have a whole case of this stuff. I just didn't bring it in with me. No, these are too. Yeah, this is fine, but the other ones are too big. This black. I'm gonna put the black with this one here. Get it twisted a little bit. Know that it's on right. Same thing with this one. Just get it in there and just get it twisted. Kind of twist it a little bit. Make sure you get that little twirly thing going on there. That means you lock it in. And this is the ground. And we just do the same for this guy. And then we got ourselves our cord. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I have an air dryer thing. What do you call that? Hot air. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Hot air thing. I got a hot air thing. I'm only putting this here just to get the measurement of how far up I want this to go. Okay. So it's going to go up. It's going to go up to here. Okay, that's good. Let me give it a little bit of slack. So let's give it a little bit of slack. Because you have to recline your machine, so you're going to put this in here. All right. You're going to put this in here, right? And when you do your recline, you just want to make sure that it's not so stiff that now you can't go all the way back, okay? All right? And then I'm gonna shrink this. I'm gonna put a little bit more on this side. Let me see if I can show you. Golly. Come on, give me a second. I don't want to lean on my shoulder. Lean on me. All right. Let's undo this. I'm trying to get this a little bit more cord, and so it can drop on the floor. I don't have to keep holding it up, but it's kind of tied up in this stuff here. Let me see. Would that work? Yep, that works. Okay, so let me turn. So I'm gonna put it right here, but a little bit more on this side, because this side seems to be where all of can you even see what I'm doing? Let me see. Right. So this side seemed to have all of the damage for the most part. So I'm gonna get my lighter, because I don't have that heat gun here. I'm gonna have to buy a second heat gun. So I have one at the shop and one at the studio. Just gonna have to buy two of everything, man. Golly. My lighter is for my my little candles for my incense in this place. You know, I get a lot of what do you call it, vacuums from, you know, different pets, cats, dogs, and everything else. After a while, those smells start to kind of come together, old vacuum dirt and stuff like that. So, you know, you got to keep this place fresh. Let me just kind of heat this up a little bit and see how it's going to do. Hot air is better, but right now I don't have that, so I'm just going to use this guy and just don't keep it in one place. Come on, buddy. Let's do it. Just keep moving it around. Don't keep it in one spot. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. You got it. You're getting there. We're getting there. Come on. Come on. Just heat it up. There you go. Try not to really touch it. Just kind of, you know, heat. Look at that. It's getting there. Okay. I think that's good. I think that is good right there. Okay. Voila. So now, make sure it's good. So now we'll put him in there, just kind of snug him in, like real nice and snug in here. Okay. Put him nice and snug in here. And then we put this guy back up. Okay. And so what we just did is create a buffer. Let me see, which is the screw that they use for this? I could probably use the black one, it's fine. You can put the buffer here, and there you go. You have that problem solved. At least I got one thing solved, right? You know, I left you hanging on the motor, but at least we came through for this one. Okay, are you able to see it? I'm on a delay. Golly. All right. Okay. There you go. So I'm going to return to this, guys. I'm going to have to return to this when I have all of my my tools. But in the meantime, let me show you what's happening with the brush. Okay? In the meantime and in between time, take a look at this. All right? Oh, shoot. Let me see if I have another one for you guys. Let me see if I have another one. I think I do. Do I have another one? Let me see. Let's see if I have another one, guys. Give me 1 second. I may or may not on that. Okay. So for question for you guys. For those who didn't grow up privileged, name something you thought was luxury when you were a kid. All right? How's that? Name something. Name. Who's that person there? Hold on. Let me type it in the chat first. And name something you thought Name something you thought was luxury when you were a kid. Name something you thought was luxury when you were a kid. I'm going to pin this one back to the top. All right, let me answer this person's question first. Hey, ICT car guy. That's cool. It says, could you put an extra piece of heat shrink so as to permit removal of the existing chafe protection without cord removal? Oh, that's. So what you're saying is that put an extra piece of this. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't want to take the cord apart. Again, are you saying just to put an extra loose piece? An extra loose piece, or make it double thick? Is that the question you were asking? I'll leave it out there for you. Literally, my whole life is constant one-liner. Dad jokes. Really? Oh, that's cool. Just FYI. 3 tablespoons of any box cake and brownie. 2 tablespoons of liquid water. 1 minute in the microwave will give you an awesome mug cake every time. Really? Nice. Well, I'll try that. Look at you come in, you get recipes, man. I came here for cake. I was told it was cake. Oh, man, you're all right. Right. Could have done, yeah. So could replace once or twice without machine disassembled. Whoever you are, that's the kind of thinking that we have here. Hopefully you're pretty cool, and hopefully you can come back and join us, man. Because that's the kind of thinking we have. That's Brianne gave me a couple of suggestions along the way. David gave me a couple of suggestions along the way. So yeah, I'm open for all that, man. Are you kidding me? I'm still learning. There are times that we're talking about self-improvement and going to achieve great things. These are things I'm still working on. So it's not like I have all the answers or something and I'm just saying, here, listen to me. I think someone's coming. Give me a second. Hey,
how you?
man, I'm fantastic. How are you?
How come I don't know you?
You know me?
I know so. How come I don't?
How come you don't? You know who used to come here? John. Was it John?
John Richardson?
I forgot his last name, but he would.
John Richardson.
Yeah. He used to bring the machines over to us.
These things?
Let me see. What
like vacuum cleaners?
Yeah, but vacuums. Yeah, for repair.
You fix these?
Yeah. So I've fixed a couple of machines.
How many people work here?
When you over at Nottingham?
Just you?
Well, yeah. On the weekends I have help, and my son sometimes. To give out more stuff for the. Great.
It's got little guest passes in there. Now,
yes,
like you already work out a little bit.
I try.
Where you go?
At home. Well, yeah, I'm a member of the aquatic center already. That's what the thing is.
You can't say it any second.
I should get rid of that.
Now, what's that smart studio?
You know what? It was the GM Art Studio, and what it is, Gold Mine Art Studio, and what it is that's just a website that I haven't updated. But this artwork is mine. That I do.
You did those?
Yeah. So guys would they'll find me on Facebook.
Oh, that's the hardest thing to draw or paint is faces.
Faces are tough.
That middle one, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah,
is that somebody I should know?
It's an actress. She had a glamour.
I don't know.
A glamour shot on them.
And I recognize him. And
Leonardo.
And that's who is that?
Emma Stone.
Well, I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Well, you know this guy, right? He's a sports guy. Yeah.
Well, now you should just, since we're right here, you ought to just come to work out with us.
I should work out with you guys.
You don't have to even. You like to swim or something?
No, what? No, actually, it's for my son. Him and his friends go there.
I got you. And that's fine.
I work out at home.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, this is for you. And
all right, cool.
I'm glad to know you're here.
Yes, sir.
I really don't know that till just this second.
Really?
Because I'm not very observant.
Well, there's a kid that gave us a bunch, and we gave them out to our customers. So that's fine. These are great. I even give. This is my sample box.
Did you say there was somebody else? You and your son, and who else?
Oh, for working out?
Yeah, but no, just to come in here, hang around here.
Rosa, I have a couple of folks. Yeah, but yeah, no problem. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. I don't know. We got vacuum cleaners at home.
Yeah.
And we have issues with them. I know where to go now.
Yes, sir.
You just can't find anywhere that'll do that.
No.
It's kind of rare, really.
Yeah, nowadays it is. I mean, maybe in the 70s it was like all over the place, right?
Do you sell what is that?
That is a garage vac.
Oh, it's not it's one some you mount.
Do you have do you use what backpacks you're looking for?
That's what I was thinking. A rechargeable something that you could carry around so you don't have to run a cord.
Okay, you want a rechargeable upright vacuum or rechargeable
Well, actually,
backpack or stick?
anything would probably be better than what we got, because you gotta bust out cords and string them around the gym.
Yeah.
And usually it's just like spot cleaning.
Okay.
That
Yeah, because it's really
pick it up,
mats.
go and get it in, and then put it back.
You have mats, right? So you're not
Yes.
using really. Right there. You see that stick vac?
Which one? That one?
Yes, sir.
It's got a plug
No,
on.
no, no, this one, right behind you. You just pass it.
That?
Yeah. Stick vac. Or now, if you want an upright vac.
No, that might be the ticket right there.
Yeah, very simple. Quick to zip, zip, zip around.
And these are the same, or they're a little.
Yeah, they're the same.
What's the price on that kind of
They're the
thing?
same. They're the same. They're $229.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not me to do it. I don't own the gym or nothing.
Well, of course, of course.
But I'm going to tell Jeff that,
Yes, sir.
and maybe he'll come over here and get one.
All right.
Right now, money, like with everybody, money's
Yeah, yeah,
it's really tight.
yeah.
How long
yeah,
you been here?
Yeah. Since 2011.
Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah, yeah. Still
And
hanging.
you ain't from around here, so I'm just gonna guess you're from up north.
Partly. I'm from further south, Antigua, West Indies,
Oh,
and then
well,
I
that would
went,
explain.
then lived in New York, and then came here.
Well, that's odd. You don't have a distinctive. You're not Southern, and you don't have a Jersey or New York accent.
Right.
You're kind of like a perfect accent.
Wow.
I mean, I'm
I'm
serious.
better. I'll take that.
Midwest is
That's awesome.
is indistinctive. It's just like perfect.
Okay.
It's not New Jersey, New York,
New
it's
York.
not North Carolina.
You're pretty good at these accents, man.
Yeah, well, you have a great accent.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate that. What's your name?
Yes, sir. Wayne.
Wayne.
Yes.
That's the last name I would have guessed.
Really?
Especially from Antigua. Wayne? Serious?
Well,
Now,
you're right. You're right. Because there's
Part-
certain names that are from the Caribbean. That you
Pardon
can tell.
my ignorance. Antigua is what's the language that's spoken there? Is it English?
It's broke. It's
Is it English?
It's a broken English. Yeah.
not
English.
Spanish.
Not Spanish.
Okay.
It's English. Yeah.
That's just ignorance. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. Perfectly okay. But there's certain names that like
That's where you was born.
Glenroy and stuff like that. You can tell us.
And how long did you live there?
I was 8 when
Such a child.
parents moved here.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Well,
Went to
thank
school
you.
here and everything.
Thank you, Wayne.
Yes, sir. All
And
right.
I'm gonna try to get Jeff to come over here and get one of these.
All righty.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Wow. I am that far back in the episode. Unless this thing is just not moving fast enough. Let me see. Let me refresh this. All right, guys. How far in are we? Yes, Brianne. Learn every single day. All right. ICT car guy. ICT car. Yeah, am I saying that right? ICT car guy. Am I saying it right? I want to make sure I'm saying that right. ICT car guy. Let me see. I was thinking to add a buffer to the clip. Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. If there was something that we can cover over it, because I don't know why they make this out of metal. You know, I guess a hard plastic would have been better, but the metal definitely, the weakest link is going to be destroyed between these two things. The weakest link is going to definitely be destroyed between these two things. But right now, this plastic is pretty hard. The one here. The other thing that I can probably do, honestly, it's going to be too much. You know those loops? It's like a slider, so there's no real hard tension. Let me show you what I'm saying. But I don't know if I'm going to go that far. I may introduce this to them and see if they want to do it. Let me see if I have one I can show you what I'm talking about. It's a loop. It's an open loop thing. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. And then if I can find it, I'll show you so I can I can kind of illustrate what my vision is to go with you guys on this one. Give me a second. Let me get that loop. Loop-de-loop. Because I think that I have a small one, but I think the small one wouldn't work. I have a small loop, but I'm going to show you what it is for illustration purpose. And I might do this also. Only because if you're using it for work, the likelihood of this thing messing up again is going to be high. All right? Okay, I can't find the big one, so I'm gonna show you guys what the small one looks like, okay? Okay, let me show you what the small one looks like. The small one looks like this, okay? And what it would be is I would put it here, okay? Let me get this closer. I would put it here, right? Okay? So what this is gonna be is like a buffer, it's another kind of buffer, because the cord is actually going to be loose and it can come through here, right? And it's going to move like this. So there's no hard cut, right? And then it also reduces the strain and the yank on this side over here. But you need a big one. This is too small for that, but just to illustrate, you see what I'm saying? So I would put this here like this. And because it's not going to be anchored too tight, it'll kind of give that loosey, and this can kind of go back and forth. So even if you're yanking it a little bit, you'll have that. So I'll think about this one. Just keep that in mind, okay? All right. But definitely. But yeah, something maybe a sleeve or something, some kind of rubber sleeve that can go over this, that can eliminate the sharp edge right here. Because this sharp edge is what's doing the damage. So, Brianne, you are absolutely correct on that. That's a great suggestion. Both of those suggestions are great, guys. All right. So now let's change this. Well, I'm gonna put a new belt on it. The belt broke. Ooh, not just the belt. Holy cow, man! Damn. The brush is gone. This machine needs a lot of help. This machine needs a lot of help. So the brush is gone, right? The brush is gone. Okay. 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 Let's take care of that. Let's take care of that. The brush is gone. What do? We got a new brush. Holy cow. Okay, we got a brush. Got a brand new brush. All right, brand new brush. And so I'm just gonna rest this in here for a second. Well, let's do something in here real quick. I'll just use this for now. You here in New York? You here in New York, huh? Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Icy car guy. Man, thank you. They must really love that vacuum. I know. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep this thing. They're like, man, wait, do whatever you can. Just keep this vacuum. You know what surprised me? And actually, Dave, I think Dave reminded me of this. There's certain appliances, guys, or items. Could be a TV, it could be a chair that people are attached to and they like. And listen, okay, fine, we're not good anymore, but I need my vacuum back. You know what I'm saying? We're not good anymore, but I need that chair. Can I get my chair? You know, there's certain items that people that you may not find that is, a big deal, but to them, they're like, listen, whatever you do, don't touch my car, don't touch my cycle, don't touch Give me my toaster. Give me my espresso machine, you know? Oh, man. So who knows, Brianne? It could just be that they're attached to this vacuum and they just want to keep it, or someone gave it to them for a Christmas present or something, and they want to keep it around, you know? There's many reasons why. Okay? Wow. Let's see something. I want to make sure I'm not doing this upside down. Yeah, that's right. I'm doing it right. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to cover this up. I still have to do the motor, so I'm going to put this guy to the side, and he will be wrapped up pretty soon, okay? So that's that for this guy. Okay, we'll go. I have to, clean him. I'm going to put a new bag in it. We'll finish cleaning off the motor, do all that stuff. But this was good for the lesson, right? This was good for it, right? Let's move him out the way. Okay? Because I'm going to get back to him. I got one more to do. I got a machine that's similar to this one. I just got this in. This one is from a relative who works with a customer who needed help with their vacuum. How's that? You know, that's that kind of thing where you know somebody. How many people brag that they know a vacuum cleaner? Hey, I know somebody who fixes vacuums. You know what I'm saying? It's like lawyers and plumbers, you know. So in the case of this, I'm actually in someone's Rolodex kind of thing, you know. Ooh, I know a guy who fixes vacuums. All right, here we go. All right, this is an Oric. This is like the cousin to this guy, or the father or something, or the older brother or whatever. Okay, the first thing I noticed when I got it, this was down, and this is the lot for this up here. Keep this guy from falling out. This is also open. What's the deal? Okay. All right. Let's see if it turns on real quick. All right. Now we got an Oric. All right. Okay, let's see what it sounds like. Sounds simple. Now, the funny thing about it is when you use these, you can tell when the brushes are turning. This is probably just a broken belt. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Now, if you notice, there's a belt here. I don't think this is a good way to store these belts. What this does, it keeps the belt in a stretched state. And when the belt stays like this, it loses a lot of its tension. I think it's Rainbow, they have a better setup. Rainbow's setup, and I'm gonna use my own belt, but I just want to show you forget this, I'll use my own belt. Rainbow's setup is different. Rainbow would, they have it folded. So it keeps it folds it like this, you know, like that. So it keeps the belt from being stretched and staying in this stretched state. Now, this may just be the exact size for the belt, but at times when I take it out and it's been like this and it just doesn't have it the same. So I'm thinking it's a belt, okay? All right, let's go in. Healthy. All right. Big up to the backpack. They don't make things that like they used to. For years, I was repairing my washer because I didn't want to get the new one. Yep. I knew how to fix it. I knew all the little tweaks. I'll be honest with you, Brianna, I felt that way about a previous vehicle I had. I changed the fuel pump myself. I changed the starter myself. I changed my brakes. You know, I didn't do any big stuff because, you need a lift, transmission, motor mounts, all that good stuff. But the stuff that I can fix, my lights, change my light bulbs and all the other little lights and things like that, I did myself. You know, and I knew the vehicle. I knew exactly I knew what would go wrong with it. I knew exactly. So what was convenient though, is that the changes to the new one, that the one I bought right after that, wasn't so drastic that everything is out of whack. The motor is still the same. The fuel pump is in the same position. So, but now I think if I go get a 2025 version of that vehicle, I would need a computer hookup or something to find, to find out what's going on. Maybe they move some things, who knows? I haven't done any test drives on them to see what the newest ones are like. I haven't looked in, but I love, yeah, man, I feel the same way about that stuff, Brianne. That's right. That's right. And that's what I was, and you know what, Brianne, this is the, for those who came for something else, I'm just going to change a belt on this. If you want to hang around for the chatter, you can. But if you're here for the chatter, you're welcome. Be here, because that's what we do, right? Brianne, I'll be honest with you. Like we were saying yesterday, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about someone try to manifest something out of nothing. When I talk about being competitive about our state, financial state, health state, whatever, right? It's like Dave today, he went to the doctor, right? Because what? He's like, I want to be around. I want to have good health. I want to live. I am going. I'm going to go. I'm going to if it's exercise, guys, I'm going to go exercise. I'm going to work out because it's that important to me. I want to be good at it. I want to be the best at it. I want to be in the best health. So when I said attack our finances like it's competitive, like poverty and is my opponent, in that case, what you just described to me is that, listen, paying all of this money out is not going to help me right now. It's not. That's my opponent. What am I going to do? I'm going to learn to do this myself. That's like an action that you're taking to say, I'm going to find a way to save more of my own money. I'm going to find a way to make some more money. I'm going to find a way to cut waste. I'm going to find a way to stay sharp to opportunities because I am actively trying to win. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I meant by that. And that's how I approach it. Now, is someone out there doing it better than me? Yes. Can I maybe learn from someone who's doing it better than me? Yes. But what's the attitude should I have about it? I should have that same attitude. I'm not going to be, you know what? I don't want to be a victim of this crap. I want to do everything in my power to win. You want my money. I want to keep it. For later, right? Now, if I have more than enough and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give this guy an opportunity. Yeah, sure. You can cut my grass. Yeah, I'll pay you. Fine. Because maybe my competition, my attention to my competitiveness is someplace else. And that time will take away from me doing that. So I'm going to use money to buy me some more time so I can leverage this area right here, right? So I'll pay this guy to do this because this other thing I need to do, I gotta put it there. But if I'm not doing nothing and I need the exercise, I'm gonna cut my own grass. I cut my own grass. Well, my son, he does the back. I do the front because I do the edging and all that stuff. So I do the front, and I say, listen, Ethan, you do the back. But imagine me paying someone to cut my grass, and I'm just chilling. For me, it doesn't. But one day, the chilling is going to be my action for better health. So yes, one day I'll be paying someone to cut my grass because that time is valuable for something else. And if I'm just chilling and sipping on a margarita or something, that's designed for me to maybe have peace of mind or better health. So I'm going to pay for time. So I'll pay you to take this time, use your time for that because I want to use my time for this. That's just how I see it. Right? Now, so every day I try to get better at it. But it doesn't mean I have like all answers or something. I was just giving you my opinion on how I approach, you know. And then we can always do better. We can try. Look at that. There's a belt on here. We can I'm trying to see if this belt is stretched, if it's slick. Obviously, it fell off. Okay. Well, let me do this. Let me put this on, right? And when you put this on, these are levels, right? For high and low and stuff. And if your brush is still good, you can just put it on one level. This is how I put these on. I push it to the first opening and I turn it and it just folds right in. Now you can do it the other way because I think they give you a thing on the side here, right? And you can just take this off and you can use something like a screwdriver and just kind of pull it to the shaft. But if I have it open like this, I'm going to do it like that. Okay. All right. So let me turn it on and see if the belt slips off again. All right. Because you know what I don't like? I really don't like this setup. I would prefer if you had a stopper at the end of this. Or if it was a geared belt, because I've seen these slip off before. And sometimes it just needs to have a little bit of slackness and it'll just slip right off. So let me check this belt real quick and see if something is causing it to slip off. Now, some stuff might fly up in the air, so I'm gonna turn it off facing the ground first, and then I'll flip it over. Okay. All right, here we go. Plug it in. Turn it on. Okay. You see all this stuff? You see all this crap that would have been flying up in the air? You know how I know? Because I've made the mistake already. I've done it. I've done it already. You're hanging with the backpack. Hey, Matt. What's up, bro? What's up, Matt? Wow. Look at the amount of knowledge that's in this chat right now. Hey, man. ICT car guy, I hope you come back, bro. You've been a blessing to our chat. You fall right into these guys. Trust me, this crew would realize that you're not cool in like 2 seconds after saying a couple of words. And if these guys vouch for you, you're a cool guy. So far, so good. I mean, you guys are the kind of people that I want hanging around. I swear. You know, there's always something positive that you're saying or information you're sharing. This guy goes in the trash. That's what's up, man. Yeah, I have an Auric there, man. What's the story? This Auric, honestly, it looked like the belt just came off. And it looked like they were vacuuming with this thing for a while. That's what all that trash buildup was. You could tell when they're just like scraping the carpet and they're like wondering why they're not, why there's no suction. I bet you it's clogged. I swear. Because when you do it like this, when you're vacuuming without that and all it's doing is it's probably clogged. Let me unplug it and let's check it out real quick. But if the Auric, I think the Auric came out first. I think it was Auric and then probably Riccar. I should check that before I say that stuff. Let me see something. Oric, Ricard, and CleanMax. Let me see, because I think Oric is the one that, from my memory, Oric came out with this design. Let me see. I think it's what's Ricard? What is it? Lightweight? I think it's lightweight. Let me see who. Let's see who came out. Let's see what the deal is. They'll tell me in a second. Let's see what the deal is. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this thing is clogged while this search happens. All right. Take this up. Take this out of here. All right. So far, so good there. Looked like something blocked it in the beginning. It seemed like it always happens like that. They pick up something heavy, and that thing jams, and everything backs up behind it. Let me see if I can get this out. Where's my little tweezer guy? My little tweezer. Needle nose pliers. Here, let's see what the deal is. I'll pull it out from this end, but you'll see what started this. Look at that. It's all Lego is probably on the top of the list as the things that people pick up that clog up their vacuum the most. That starts the clog. This Lego. Okay? Lego is the culprit. They're always the culprit for the most part. If it's not Lego, it's a toothpick or some big cardboard paper that someone picked up, or a straw, and it gets jammed sideways, and then everything is backing up after it. Let's see what it says, Ricard. All right. Super light. Okay, Ricard super light. Okay, based on exact years, but wait. This is not. This doesn't seem right. It says they're thinking that Ricard came out first, but no, that doesn't sound right. You know, guys, I may have to take this call, guys. I may have to take this. Hello? I saw hello. What's the other one? Before that? Hold on, give me a second. Let me read it. Okay, no problem. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. How long have we been doing this? We've been at this for a minute, huh? What time is it? Time passes so. Oh, my clock is fast. My watch is fast. I didn't reset this. I can tell that last time I hadn't done this watch. Had to reset this watch. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I think Ricard came out before CleanMax, but Oric had to have come out before them. Why is it saying it's not saying what year? How's it? What year did Oric What year did Oric? 1963. Yeah, what the hell? I mean, in Louisiana. I didn't know that. David Oric founded the Oric Corporation in New Orleans, Louisiana. They made lightweight vacuums, specific for hotels and commercial cleaners. The idea was that housekeepers needed a vacuum that was powerful, but much lighter than the heavy metal type vacuum that they had in the 50s. Okay. So he came out in 1963. That's positive. That's it. Someone saw a problem and they came out with a solution, and that's America, man. This thing is gonna slip off again. Look at it. Look at this. See? I really don't like this design. You see that? It's about to slip right off. So I'm gonna put a new belt on it, but it doesn't mean that. That's the one design. They should have had a barrier. It's like this barrier right here. The end of the brush should also have had that barrier, because it's not going to go any further here. And if it goes here, it'll cut right through this plastic. I've seen it many times. The belts will cut right through this. Or the barrier can be on the motor. The end can have like a washer. Like some cleaners have it. I think the Riccar has it. The Riccar has a washer that comes at the end to stop the belt from sliding off. This one doesn't have it. I don't like it for that reason. Okay. Let me get the belt. I thought I took a belt with me, but I think I forgot where I put it. All right. Okay. So we'll put this on. Let me put the screws back in. Put this stuff back in. I'm gonna move from here. Whoa. Wait a second. I don't think this is supposed to be like this. I think I might be mistaken. I think this is supposed to have a lip. And maybe I'm thinking about the Clean Max or the Riccar. Because this body doesn't open up in a way that would allow this to slide in, close it back, and have the lip hang in there. So maybe this is just this has been roughed up so much that it's hard to push it back in. That could be the case. Or am I doing the wrong one? This might be for the Riccar. I might be doing the wrong one, guys. Yes, I am doing the wrong one. What the hell's wrong with me? I knew something was wrong. I was like, something. I tell you, man. David, I have my episodes, bro. You guys get to see it live every day. You get to see my episodes, man. What do they say? We all fall short. My friend would say it all the time. He said, Wayne, we all fall short of the glory of God. I was like, you know what? Yes, man. There's no perfect soul out here. We all got to work on something. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Tacony makes Riccar. Yep. And Simplicity, Missouri. Yep. But Tacony's still there. I still do business with them. I still buy Simplicities and the Clean Max from these guys. You'd be surprised the amount of companies that swallow up other companies over the years. And just like this big umbrella. Who was it? Who was the one that told me that Kirby was purchased? I didn't even know Kirby was purchased by somebody else. I think it was either Calvin. It could have been Calvin. It could have been you, Matt. Somebody told me, and I didn't even know. And I sold Kirby's from the 90s. I sold Kirby's from the 90s all the way up to like 2008, except for like a few years in between where I was doing staffing work. And I just got off the phone with a friend of mine who was a Kirby distributor. And I didn't know this stuff. And I was like, damn, no one kept me in the loop. But the amount of companies that just buy up the other companies and all of a sudden they're, you know, somebody else own it. And you're like, wow, man, I had no idea. You know, but it seemed like it's more like, it's like hedge fund type companies. No, you know, like they just own a bunch. They have like a bunch of companies in their portfolio or something, you know, and see who's, you know, just trying to make them profitable, I guess, make the money off the top. Yeah, Kirby has a new owner, man. And Carpet Pro, that's right, that's right. Right Lane Industries own Kirby now. Wow. Imagine that. All right. Dave. Okay, man. You have a safe travel. Yes. Kirby was luxury. Yeah. $30 years later. Yeah. Yeah, Kirby's still rocking and rolling, man. Is that something? You know, I look, at the end of the day, I respect Kirby for the fact that you can still order parts for the old Kirby's. And the fact that I don't like the weight of a Kirby for just regular people using it. You know, I think that's the one. It's an advantage for the cleaning, but it's a disadvantage for the user experience, right? The tech drive helps, but the weight is what it is, right? But the machine is a solid machine. It's built to last. That's, you have to give it credit. But the fact that you can still find parts is my biggest respect for the Kirby, is that the company still sell the parts. You know, I don't know if it's going to continue like that since the purchase, because they may think it's not necessary, and they may whoever purchased it may feel that they'll save more money by not investing in doing business that way anymore. So who knows if that's going to continue? But that was something I always respect about him, because if I had to repair a part and a guy says, "Hey man, can you refurbish this 1950 something Kirby?" I can order parts from Kirby from the 1950s and they'll send it to me. But the last two times there was something about a part I needed, and I was surprised that they didn't make it anymore. And I was like, Kirby? And not realizing that probably the business plan, the business model is changing some. And the way they handle that, who knows? We'll probably see it more in the future. But I was surprised when I called them and they said it wasn't available. That's never been the issue. I've always been able to get parts for all the Kirbys. So that could be a sign of the times right there. All right. But hey, guys, I am going to wrap up this session here. I'm going to wrap up this session here, man. You guys have been awesome. Man, I wish Dave was still on. I had something. He sent me this picture of the Statue of Liberty. Sitting down, like puffing a cigarette, saying, "I think I'm going to move to the South." So I was going to play something for it, but I'll do it later. There's some guys put up videos saying, "Listen, guys, if you guys are going to move down here, you know, when you come, just watch how you come. Don't bring your crap down here." Listen, guys been moving from the north to the south forever, and people have been moving from the south to north forever. You know, I think we're humans. I think we just love migrating and stuff like that. But we always try to go where we think there's better pasture, you know. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of folks since this last election that's going to decide to move to the south. And the south is kind of ready for them in a way. Housing wise, they've been building a lot of houses down here like crazy. But the roads, that's not moving fast enough to support the amount of people that are flooding in to Charlotte area and like Monroe and stuff. I don't know if you guys experience that where you're from, but we're experiencing that right now. And I was up north, so you know, but I've been here long enough where I can talk like that. I can say, you guys coming down here, you better not bring your shit. I've been here long enough, you know what I'm saying? I've been here over 20 years, you know, so I think they make me an honorary. Oh man. So yeah, the seamstress saw a zipper into a spare bag of mine, 519, and ran a Heritage 2 fill tube through it. Dude, you're creative, man. Yes. Yeah. Listen, I've sewn up Kirby bags myself. Okay, like myself. I have people come in and they had a torn bag, and I'm like, man, what am I gonna do, man? I got me needle and thread, okay, and I just sew it up, man. My mind, you know, put it through, tie it, you know. So yeah, that's good. I went to a lady one time to see if she could fix a zipper for me, and when she was gonna try to charge me, I'm like, at my cost, I said, I can buy a bag for that price. I was like, nah, it's okay, thanks. So I ended up just ordering a bag from Kirby at my dealer price, and that was a better deal than me paying that same price to have her fix a zipper. So it depends on who you go to too, if they do a good deal, because she was pretty expensive, you know. Hey, you should use a 516 dual Synatronic 80 with the Heritage 2 bag. Yep. Yeah. That would do it. That would definitely do it. Not gonna lie, I wish Scott Fester still around. Yeah, I do. I wish Scott Fester still had Kirby. Okay. I don't know if Scott Fester still owns some of the other, or if Scott Fester's still around. Because I know they own Campbell Houseful air compressors and Douglas. I think it was a Douglas vacuum or Douglas something, Douglas machines or whatever. They had Scott products, cleaning solutions and stuff like that. I think Scott Fetzer made the armatures for Kirby. I think even the plastics, the Lexan, Scott Fetzer made it. I thought it was a genius setup, the way Kirby would order from Scott Fetzer different parts of the machine to build the Kirby. So it was like in-house. The money just circulated, you know. I thought that was pretty slick. But yeah, I wish Scott Fester still had the Kirby company, because I have a feeling that, like, this is a Kirby fan. I have a feeling that, you know, these guys are probably not going to honor that stuff, and they're going to keep cutting cost, and eventually it's going to be like Electrolux, I think, where I think the direct sales is probably going to be affected, and then eventually they'll be putting like store style Kirby's in like, you know, stores, trying to compete with Dyson or something like that. That's what I'm thinking. But it may not happen for a couple of years, but I see it kind of going in that direction. I'll be honest with you. But the moment you eliminate all of the roots of the company, and then it's just profit. Yeah, most likely they're going to sell it off piece by piece, or change the model altogether, you know. All right. Hey, guys, I will be back here tomorrow, right? All right, let me see if I can give Dave this outro. Let me see. Do I have it? No, I don't have it. I don't have it. I'll have it tomorrow. I'll have it tomorrow. Guys, stay positive. Stay cool. Stay productive. I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Did I miss anything? They won't rebuild the Kirby anymore unless you are the original owner, last I heard. Yeah. I think I heard the same thing also. Yeah. I refurbish them, but I got to charge, you know. Some of the prices that people can get the refurbished for, I can't really compete with that, some of those prices. But That's for the old ones. The newer ones, they're going to be a little bit expensive to try to get a Kirby refurbished, because you have to ship it to Kirby. You have to pay for shipment, and then they're going to charge you to do it. Then they're going to ship it back, and we'll see. Peace. I'll see you guys later. Thanks, May. Thanks for hanging out, Matt. IC Car Guy, YouTube, Brienne. Thanks a lot, guys.